Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Oh, you got deep?
Check it back.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Sam off. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
36. He's got it.
Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check.
Check nickel.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First down, Seahawks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Touch 50. 44
To throw again on second down. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
14.
Here's Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing to start the drive. Eason. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on first down. Eason. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
You ready? 80 weapons. Hey, echo.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Eason. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch the run. Check 3.
Check 3. 218, chop it. Snap.
Second and 14. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Talking about.
An 8-yard loss on the
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second and 9, Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Let's get off the field.
On second and 11 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On third down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
152 fighter.
Come on, QB, come on.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, wahoo. Watch 85.
I'm coming. Switch.
Topper.
Bang, bang. Check 3.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second down. Eason. And this throw will be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Mike 55.
Don't let him breathe.
From the gun, Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some space here. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 26.
Small.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Front left. 44 to Mike. Hey, easy. Check. 44.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, alert. Mike spoke forward. Hey, watch the ball. 44's to Mike. 44's to Gun. Bang out. Bam. 2-6.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 44. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 4-4 to Mike. Mike 4-4. I'm trying to collect.
I'll go special.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Penny, a first down carry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Eason eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, orbit. 55, mark, 55.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You draw quarters.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 55.
Hit it.
Throwing again. Eason. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason, that's out to his running back, Fournette. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out that? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They begin with a run by Penny. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
19. 47 is the mic.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jaron Reed in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike, 55. Check.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, box drop.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Lambeau on for the extra point. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and run it in, and he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and this not always an easy proposition.